Good evening, sir.
Yes, thanks so much for joining. Can you confirm to us that indeed NACOC is intercepted this amount of suspected cocaine?
Well, yeah, yesterday evening or in the night we did that at the Swiss port. 73 parcels were retrieved and 4 persons were arrested. And they're in our custody now.
Well, what were the circumstances that led to the interception?
Routine work. I mean, every time items are going out or being shipped out, we are at the point of we are at the scanning point that we also monitor and observe things that are being scanned, and those that we are suspicious of, we get them, re-examined. So that is what happened, and we got to know that the items in it were something that was a bit suspicious. So our K9 went in to use our dogs to do the examination, and we found them to be, what is prohibited. And so I was there personally. So we brought them to our headquarters, for detention and then investigation as well.
So these 4 persons you've picked up, are they Ghanaian nationals or they are foreigners, or who are they?
They are all Ghanaian nationals, yeah.
And what is your preliminary investigation telling you about the source of this particular haul?
Oh, well, early days yet, because but I know that my men I just finished a meeting. They are doing 1 or 2 checks, so I wouldn't want to speak to the investigation things, but I can only say that the investigation is still underway intensively.
There's been concerns that in the last few months there's been quite huge busts of suspected cocaine in the country. I mean, the Cape Coast one, and I understand one in the Western region, and this one. I mean, not to speak of the controversy around the AirMed facility and all of that, but the real busts. People think that the country is becoming a safe ground for people who deal in or who peddle drugs, and so that's why we are seeing a lot of that. What can you tell us as somebody of high repute or authority at NACOC in respect of these concerns people are raising?
I can only say that now the country or the institution has quality leaders who are actively working, ensuring that the right things are done. Because the arrests of such persons confirm that we are working, that they are not having their easy ways that they used to have in the past. To talk about the fact that the country is becoming a safe place for them or whatever, well, I can't say that it's so now, but what I know is that I think in 2022 was when the British High Commissioner or something did say that about Ghana. But now there have not been any such statement. But what I can say is that leaders, or they are now we have quality and relentless leaders who are working highly to ensure that we get this thing off, our borders or our country at large. And the thing that you were talking, that was a fallacy. He didn't know what he was talking about, and so it's not something I really want us to be revisiting it to mean entertain it, because the person who was saying it was just throwing dust into the air. He didn't know what he was talking about. But there was no certain that there was no certain, so I don't even want us to entertain it. But at least in this case, where the people were trying to export something that is not permitted, they were intercepted. They were arrested. Investigation is ongoing. So that tells you that we are working. Because if we were not to be working, they would have had their way through, and by now, as at last night, by now they would have been in Europe that the thing was bound to go. But because we are working, we were able to intercept it and got them arrested immediately. Immediately. It was in the night. I had closed that I was about leaving the office going home when the call came. And immediately I have to go there myself.
So it is
that tells you that we are working.
So it is your suggestion that this bust we are seeing is because your men are working, and that previously the men were not working?
You see, I wouldn't want us to be doing comparative analysis, because if you have to go there, we may take your entire time of your news to be doing that kind of argument. And I don't think any other person who will try to contend the other way around will succeed, because of what I know. But I don't want us to go into that. But I can say on authority that this is an indication that we are working.
But what did you said this was being prepared for export to the Netherlands? Where did it come from?
Well, I mean, they're moving from Ghana here, Accra here to Netherlands. That is the whole thing.
The origin is Ghana, or it came from somewhere. It came from somewhere.
Oh, that one, the investigation may lead to other things if it was so. But what we can speak to now is that they were in Accra here, shipping it from Accra to Netherlands. So that is what we can say. Because if we were to be entering any records at the shipping point, you will not say that it's not a transit item. Because you were holding it, a shipping officer or whatever, were delivering it to be shipped to another country. So you indicate that maybe from Ghana or Accra to Netherlands or whatever place that it was going to.
I see. Thanks so much for speaking to us, and we hope that in the coming days we will hear more updates on this particular bus.